Most men over 35 are stuck and they can't get lean because they think they need to do more cardio, more extreme approaches, more workouts, cut out all the foods they love, and then for a single period of time, they just try to do everything just to lose that stubborn belly fat, and then they fall off, right? So I'm going to show you a 3-pillar system that works really well. It's called a 3-pillar metabolic reset system. It's the same approach that Ryan used. He's 43, a busy marketing executive, and he got shredded abs for summer with his wife. And I'll just show you the picture here. Most of you know, I've probably come through finding out what he did. And I'm going to show you the exact 3-pillar system. I'm going to be very specific as well. We're showing you how he ate, how he trained, and how his mindset was around his lifestyle. Because this was a very busy man who needed something that wasn't just like a 12-week approach to get shredded and lose fat and feel amazing and all that stuff, but he wanted to know the blueprint, kind of how to maintain that for the rest of his life. And I'm going to show you everything in this video, so bear with me. Let's go in. Get straight into it. This is going to be a very detailed, authentic video. This is not scripted or anything. I'm just going to be walking through something that I'm very passionate about, because I want you guys today, after this video, to stop doing one thing. Stop scrolling on your phone. You know, one of the things that I see that keeps people overwhelmed in fitness and stuck is they're also always in information gathering mode, and it becomes very overwhelming over time. So if you're always trying to save every meal plan you find on Instagram and trying to save every workout plan or every video you find or come across, you're going to be in this constant feedback loop where you're just trying to get information, but your ability to take action is actually like you get paralyzed. You're just overwhelmed. There's so much to do and your focus becomes spread out. So there's a universal law that I actually want you to apply into your fitness. It's called the 80-20 rule. It means that 80% of your results come from 20% of your actions. So that's what Ryan did here. And I'll show you the 3-pillar system that he did. Something we have is called a 3-pillar metabolic reset system that focuses on 3 pillars that get your body and lifestyle to work for you, not against you. So what I want you to do is your focus should be on the 20% that gives 80% of the results. So in simple terms, what that means is if you just focus on scientifically proven principles that are going to allow you to lose fat and build muscle, and you can do that every day, then it's not about doing more. It's just about doing the right things, and that is what Ryan did. So let me show you. The 3 pillars starts with pillar number 1, which is nutrition. I'm going to show you a document that I literally don't show anywhere except my clients. So this already is pretty crazy. Like something I do inside our coaching is we show pillar number 1, which is nutrition. Strategic nutrition is actually called, where we want to focus on just 2 numbers. I don't care about carbs or fats. What we really care about is your daily calorie and protein goal. So how Ryan here was really able to get into the best shape of his life in under 6 months was it started with him hitting his daily calorie and protein goal. And let me share with you something exciting. If you hit these 2 numbers today, your numbers, I guarantee you're already going to start losing fat. This is science. Nutrition is 70% of your results. So why should you be focusing on 100 different meal plans and the perfect meal recipes and all these workout plans and doing more cardio when you don't really know? If you don't already know your daily calorie and protein goal, then your focus is in the wrong place. So it all starts here. And let me show you how to get it, because what we do is we actually calculate this for you, and we also play around with it because everybody's different and some people struggle a little bit with nutrition. So we kind of calculate this for you, but I'm going to show you how to do it on your own as well. So what you do is I'm going to link this under this video. It's called an inch calculator, where you write down your age, your gender, your height, your weight, and I'll just pick moderate, like, yeah, maybe this one. I would say calculate, like moderate, like this is like an average metabolic rate for most of you. You would see this is what you get, 2,000 calories a day. So if you are 43, right, and you weigh 230 pounds and you're 5'11", you need around 2,000 calories. That would be like your basic metabolic rate. So what I would start doing is I would start eating that every day, and I would track that, you know, with a tracking app or something. And I'll just do that for a week. You don't have to do this for the rest of your life. Do it for a week and track your weight on Monday, and then track your weight again on next Monday and see what happens. Is there any fluctuations? If your weight is the same, then you just minus around 300 calories. So your calories would be 1700. That would be your new number. And what you want is you want to basically hit that every day for a week, right? And see how your body responds. And this is what we do with you, is we actually we do this for you. So we calculate your daily calorie and protein goal, but here you can do yourself, and you want to find the perfect number that allows you to lose fat. What you don't want to do is you want to like crash this number down. So like you don't want to put this down to 1300. I think most of you, if you're at this number and you're eating 2000 calories, you will probably lose weight. You know, I'm pretty sure. If your weight doesn't change, then you can drop it a little bit. I would probably drop it like 300 calories, no more than that. And you should start losing weight already, all right? So that's the first thing. In terms of a protein goal, I'll give you here, all you need is really 0.7, or I would say 0.8 grams of protein per pound. So if you are, let's do the calculator. So if you are 230 pounds, right? You would times that with 0.8 and that will be your protein number. There you go. You need 184 grams of protein. Hit 184 grams of protein and 2000 calories. I guarantee you're already starting losing fat. Now, let me go even quicker and show you like what foods can that be. So I'm going to show you literally what we did with Ryan. This is just an example of what we did with him a little bit in the beginning. We gave him the meal plan, and I'll give it to you right now as well, just to show you, like he had around a 500 calorie breakfast, and you can see he actually started with a little bit higher numbers because we gave him like a pretty he liked swimming, he was pretty active, we gave him a pretty good workout plan, so he needed a little bit more calories. But for him, we gave him 1 cup of Greek yogurt with whey protein and some complex carbs like berries and a banana, and he could sprinkle in a little bit nut butter or chia seeds. You can see he had a lunch share with chicken breast, brown rice. He had a snack with some casein protein, cottage cheese or rice cakes. You know, he had a dinner here. So we did this for him again, but you can do this your own. You can just copy paste this if you want to and kind of play around with it. But you can see that we gave him a meal plan very specifically. He wanted structure. He wanted to wake up in the morning and know exactly how to eat and train. So we gave him that, which is why coaching works so well, is because you can wake up and you know that you're on the right track. And we quickly see how he works, right? And how his body responded. So we gave him, as you can see, it's important that you know exactly how much lean steak or salmon or shrimp you're eating, how much carbs you're eating, and we just gave him the full recipes. And we even told him the calories and protein in each meal. So you can kind of copy paste this. I'll even show you more recipes. Like, this is something you'd probably get if you were to work with us, is we give you like some big satisfying meals. This is a very popular thing inside our coaching, is we give you 4 steps on how to make this big satisfying noodle chicken recipe. It tastes amazing, and of course we give you the calories and protein. So there isn't a lot of things you have to think about when you work with us, but if you want to do it on your own, I would really try to find 5 like go-to recipes that you enjoy that you can make consistently, right? So this could be like a cheese toast, 4 eggs. You can screenshot some of these. Cottage cheese pancakes, they're amazing. Greek yogurt blend is one of my favorite ones. So yeah, that's pretty much nutrition. And when it comes to dialing in nutrition, it goes all into pillar 2, which is your workouts. So basically pillar 2 is intelligent workouts, right? So you don't want to be, most people like you know, you need again, some structure in your life. And you should, instead of doing random exercises and going in the gym without a plan, and also not even tracking, I think you're wasting your time and potential. You want the exercises, especially if you're over 30. If you're 35, 40, you have a demanding job with a lot of stress, you have limited time. What we did with Ryan here was he was in the gym anywhere from 3 to 4 times per week, and we gave him exercises that would really increase his metabolism and testosterone. There's one exercise that does that, compound exercises. So that's the incline bench press, that's the standing shoulder press, that's squats, you see. So if you see here, we gave him a tracking system where all he did was literally, he would write down 175 pounds, let's say that's what he's lifting, 8 reps. And he would track that every week, and then he would try, let's say 185 pounds, 10 reps. He would try to lift heavier the next week. And when he would track that every single month, we would see that Ryan here would get stronger on his chest, his shoulders, his legs. On the exercise, that would boost his testosterone and metabolism. And this is kind of like investing in your body, so you're not wasting time. Like, imagine if you really want to get into the best shape of your life,
you should do something that serves you for the future. You shouldn't just do something now that serves you now. Kind of like, of course, working out makes you feel good mentally, but by getting stronger, you're investing in your body for the future. Your metabolism and testosterone are getting stronger. You're building muscle and strength. And that means that 3 to 6 months down the line, if you've tracked your exercises, you'll be in amazing, incredible shape. And to lose that shape is a lot harder because you have like a framework and workout plan that you know works and you're tracking that. And in 6 months, man, you'll be very, very strong. So with workouts, you need to track it and you should focus on compound exercise, right? That is squats, incline press, standing shoulder press, barbell rows, pull-ups, are to name a few. So that is on workouts. The final pillar is elite lifestyle design. So the goal for Ryan, once again, and for so many that I know with you, is the goal is not just to get in shape for summer. You know, obviously it's amazing to have abs with your wife, your partner, and look shredded and you know, feel good for the summer and holidays and stuff like that. But what Ryan really wanted, and like I notice most busy men who are fathers or you know they're not looking to look like bodybuilders. They want to not just get in shape, but they want to be able to maintain that for the rest of their life. They want a lifestyle that is sustainable, that is enjoyable, something that they can sustain for the long term. And by doing that, fitness doesn't become a chore. It's not stressful. It's not something that you need to think about all the time. It just becomes second nature. It's just easy and effortless to stay healthy and stay fit for the long term. And that's why elite lifestyle design is one of the most important pillars that we teach. And I want to show you now is kind of like, let me show you. So you want to control your life, right? So there's something we actually teach inside our coaching called the mindset of controlled chaos, where life is life. You're always going to be busy. Things are going to be happening. And what kills progress and what kills, you know, men who are in great shape, is those who don't really know how to control the chaos. What I mean with that is every man operates under some level of chaos, whether it's traveling, meetings like career, kids, traveling like jet lag, late dinners, you know, men who have a lot of responsibilities or things happen in their life and then they fall off. So what separates the winners, men who are really fit for the long term, is they don't succumb to the chaos. They build systems that let them win inside it. So you don't need a perfect life. You just need habits in your life, but it's going to make everything very easy to maintain. So let me show you. You want habits in your life that work around things that are challenging. So if you like enjoying alcohol, for instance, at work, you want to have something that reduces those damages. So you don't need to cut out alcohol for the rest of your life, but cutting out alcohol, this is a great habit, 3 to 4 hours before you sleep, and then you drink lemon water with sea salt before bed, the effects of alcohol is way less bad. And the hangovers are also a lot less worse. And in terms of blue light at night, if you struggle a lot with sleep, we would recommend giving you habits like no screens 60 minutes before bed. So I think sleep is probably one of the most important things if you want to stay in great shape and stay healthy for the long term. If you have bad sleep, you need to work around it. So we have a rule that no screens before bed. That's really going to dramatically improve your health. You can even also add a melatonin. There's like supplements that you can do there to increase your sleep. You don't want to have things like sugar in the morning, snacking all day, sedentary hours if you sit a lot. We give you fixes to every solution, and I want you to be in the mindset now that what are the parts of your life that are really challenging? You know, if you are someone who travels a lot or eats out a lot, you know, you're on the road, you have very limited time, you need to identify what are the main things in your life that's making reaching your fitness goals difficult. What are the main things that are holding you back? So this goes back to my point in the beginning, is stop focusing on everything all at once. Identify the main things you believe are holding you back and tackle those. So if you have bad sleep, focus on improving your sleep, right? So that's where if you have a problem with snacking all the time, focus on improving the snacking. Like how can you work around that? You know, so identifying and looking at your lifestyle, this is what we call elite lifestyle design, is going to be a huge impact for the long term. And it's something that allows our clients to succeed for the rest of their life. So Ryan now, I think, is very close to month 6. He's going to be at a point where he's been consistent for so long and he's worked on his lifestyle and his habits that he's going to be able to maintain this for the rest of his life. It's actually a guarantee we have inside our coaching is we work with you, we build a lifestyle where you never need a coach again. And that is what it's all about. So think about these pillars. I think these are going to be incredibly important. Hopefully this was a very valuable video for you. If you want to learn more about how fitness can be very personalized to you, that could be having a personalized workout plan, having a personalized nutrition plan, and knowing what habits you need in your life to solve things, whether that is sleep or bad eating habits or traveling or stress, then please feel free to message me on Instagram. I do get a lot of DMs, but I try to get back to as many as I can, and I can kind of give you some direction on where you should go for the next 3 to 6 months. Because if you can see it, you know what you want, and you have a game plan you can execute on every day, that is so much better than going around blind and focusing everything. That's going to be the end of you. Dial in your focus, have something as simple and enjoyable so you can actually be excited about doing it every day, and you can do the things that are going to get you into the best shape of your life. That's my rant. Obviously capped out at 15 minutes here, but again, if you want more videos like this, I'm happy to do it for the future. So enjoy the rest of your